Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, got my partner in crime. Some of you won't know him, but if you are on the Twitter and you got understand the Twitter what's the word analytics, you know that Jeff's always by our side. Look, just on time, Matty baby, how you doing, big man?
How you doing, guys? Sorry I'm so late. I was literally on the other stream. It's just
But you,
finishing now.
you're actually not even late, Matt, because we haven't even done this, guys. It's the Premier League roundup. You know how we do on a Friday. It's a little bit freestyle. It's a little bit off the cuff. But look, it's the Man United agenda. Let's go. Let's get the show on the road. Jeff, how are we, sir? How are we?
Doing well, doing well. It's nice and warm here, so life's good.
That's what I like to hear. Matt's already complaining. Go on, Matt. Go on.
You bring that heat over this way, man. Like April's been rubbish here. Like seriously, it's been not very good, Mister B. I'm pretty sure you can agree.
I'm a sunshine kind of guy. To be fair,
Yeah, I've
I
not
do
had any.
like it when it's hot. I do like it when it's hot. Rebel, we see you, man. Round 3 of bidding close. Time for the Glazers to take the offer. Whatever the offer is, we don't know yet. But yeah, it is time. Let's hope they're not going to drag it out. You know, somebody tweeted a couple of figures earlier on. I have no idea. Mr. Williams, Andrew, welcome, man. Welcome, man. So Jeff, obviously I haven't really spoken to you. Tottenham, Matt, you both haven't spoken to either of you. Talk to me about the game, please.
We had way too many chances that we should have finished, and we didn't. Again, it's finishing school 101. And then when the second half, we came out flat, and they scored the first goal. And once they scored the first goal, we got some fire back. But once Bruno's hit the bar, we seemed to be dead from there.
Matt,
Awful, mate. 2-0 up, and then at half time we just let it go from a team that hasn't got a proper manager either. Let's be honest with this, right? Newcastle beat them. We beat Newcastle in the final, and then we can't even finish off Spurs 2-0 up at half time. And I worry about this top 4, mate, because it is getting tight. Liverpool ain't that far off. I know they've got a few good fixtures, but they could actually be pushing up to that at the end of the season. It could literally be down to the end game, and we should have finished this off time ago. How are we letting Newcastle be third and us fourth? How are we letting that happen? All right, fair enough. We won the Carabao Cup, Mr. B, but they're laughing at us, going, "Well, you know, you might not be in, you might not be in the Champions League. We're definitely there. They probably are, though, aren't they?" And it kills me, mate, because we're leaving it late again, like we did last season, and we didn't get into the Champions League because we left it so late last season. We were like, "We're all right," and then it turned out we weren't in the end.
Andrew, I hear Andrew saying we're going to get top 4 for sure, but we got a 9-point week if you look at it. We got a 6-point swing with Villa, and then we got Brighton on Thursday. So,
and they just got battered, and they want to be getting into Europe, didn't they?
yeah, we always seem to get these teams who, this time of the season, they've always got something to prove, and if the players aren't stepping up, like Ten Hag said, if they're not 100%, then we're gonna be in trouble. I did like the fact that he said he wants all of these players to have the same attitude as Bruno.
I like that. Yeah, I just
same here.
Let's hope that gets across.
Right, so we got a message from Rushmano. He said that the Qatar bid is in. Obviously we're not going to know what the figures are, but guys, if you do hear anything while we're on here, just let us know. Yes, Jeff, Matt, Mr. B, all 3 legends. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Rebels, he's just bigging up Rush again. Where are we? Yep, so we are. Here we go. None of the teams around us are consistent. Problem is Ten Hag didn't go 100% with some of his decisions. Reach of complacency. I think not this game, more the game before. I think where we thought we had shut it out. But those are we? Can we blame tiredness? Can we blame tiredness?
Ten Hag's not. He says these are professional footballers. They ought to be ready to go.
Tiredness. What are they tired from? Eating too much cheese in bed or something? What's wrong with these players? Tiredness. Like honestly, like even Garnacho's standing there going, "Boss, can I please go to the Euro 20s?"
He told him he's not going, didn't he?
I know, but that just shows you like the youth now really want to get their chances to go and play for United. I know, like he's saying he wants to go away at the end of the season, but at the same time he wants to play football. There's loads of legs in there that are fresh and ready to go. Tiredness. Man City don't look tired, do they? They're going for a treble. Where's the mindset? Have you heard anyone in Man City go, "I'm a bit tired, really"? Maybe just give us the Premier League and give us a medal in the Champions League. Balls. It ain't happening, Mr. B. Like our mentality is gone. Tiredness. They're thinking about their holidays, mate. They're thinking, I've already spent money on the kids and the family. We're going away to Mallorca for 7 weeks, living it all inclusive. Probably a bit better than that, to be fair. But yeah, I just think they're thinking about their holidays, mate. They think that top four is comfortable for them. They're not really looking at the league, like they say. They don't look at the league. They don't look at what other people are doing around them. Maybe you bloody should, because it's very tight up there, isn't it?
You sound like you're worried. So I could see you've got to be like, Jeff, chilled. Look, Jeff, no stress.
Look, he's gonna play who he's gonna play, and that's the end of it, right? He likes the Shaw Lindelof partnership. He likes Dalot over on the left now to start and cutting in, and Basaka playing defense on the right. I mean, he has that back set where he wants it. I don't see there's going to be much changes.
Do you think there's going to be much changes from now till the end of the season?
Unless he has more injuries, no. I think Garnacho could be the wild card, especially if he has to save Martial's legs. I can see him putting Rashi up top, playing Garnacho on the left and Anthony on the right.
Would you prefer Garnacho over Martial? I know that might be hard on Mr. B to hear that, but
do you know what?
It depends on how many games, right? How many games in a row he can play.
Yeah, like does he bring more than Martial just because the fact that he is always fit and Martial does have a bit of an injury?
You know what it is? I think Rashford's I've never seen Rashford as a centre forward, but maybe it was because I look at being able to hold the ball up, having a defender on him. That's not his game. But the way that Ten Hag's kind of got them playing, certain positions in the game, you need somebody to hold it up. It's not always going to be. That's why Vikos, when Vikos comes, he plays the ball backwards. Vikos never gets the ball and plays it forwards. He just plays it, and they sort of hit him and play off him. So.
But hey, think about it. When he was most successful, right? Weghorst was coming back and flicking that ball off to the left, and Garnacho was running onto it and beating the players in behind. And then he was playing Rashi through the slot on the right hand. Rashi would run the right slot, and Weghorst would play to the right to Rashford, or he'd play to the left to Garnacho, and both of those were effective.
They go narrow. Yeah, good point, actually.
You know what worries me is that Burnley decided that they didn't want Weghorst, and they went and won the league in the Championship and let him go to Turkey. So I just wonder why Company would look at his team and go, I think I can win the league without him, actually. I don't think I need him. I wonder why Ten Hag felt differently. That's all I'm saying. I wonder why.
I think Ten Hag knew he had to have a player, and that was the only player he could get.
I agree with Jeff.
Only striker. That's what we should.
He knew him. He knew him, and he knew what kind of worker he was.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Let's see. Here we go. Mushmano. City have squad depth. We have played our best team in most games, so the fatigue is a huge problem for the key players. I said it. I do think it has an issue, because if you look at what our form was, if we had played maybe 12 games less. As in, because we played, it was every week, we went far, to be fair, Europa, would we have been better off getting knocked out when Arsenal got knocked out?
We played round 32 as well, Mr. B, which is an extra round in the Champions League.
Yes.
So
but as much as we didn't want that game, to,
It's nice
to
to
see
beat
what,
Barcelona.
yeah, to see what we did, to see what we did to Barcelona, man. That just, I think that just set us up for Champions League next season. I just feel that wasn't
It
a
went
Europa League
downhill,
game.
didn't it? It went from Barcelona, Real Betis, and then losing to Seville. It went
Again,
down the second order. Best, middle, bad.
worse. Yeah,
Wow. And Seville's been flying in the league since they beat us. So
Yeah.
that's what I
We
said.
helped them out.
We're confidence boosters, man. We're that's what we do. That's
Well,
what we
Help
do.
our club. We're a charity club.
yeah. We have played the most matches of any Premier League team this year. The stat came out yesterday. I think it was Athletic said we played more matches than any other club. So, but I like. Hey, look, I like Bruno's take on it. Bruno said when I was a kid, I played from sun up to sundown all day long. He goes, and now you're asking me to play 2 90-minute matches a week. This is nothing.
No problem. See,
That's what I like.
That's the mentality. That's the mentality that Ten Hag likes as well.
Ain't enough,
guys. We got Villa.
Villa's
what we
hurt too.
What are Villa going to do the double over us?
No, they're hurt. They have some key outages too. We were talking about that before the show. They got Matty Cash out. They got Leon Bailey out. They've got Kamara out, and they got Coutinho out.
Don't know. That hasn't hurt them. They went from 17th to 6th in the league since Emery's come there, and they've had Matty Cash and etc. out for quite some time. They've done very good recently, I think. I agree with you that this could be a problem for them facing Man United when hopefully our mentality is to try and get as many points as we can now until the end of the season to keep that confirmation that we're going to get Champions League. But Aston Villa are up for it, aren't they? The fans are as well. It's I think that I don't know if you're going to talk about the protest, but I think that might play a part in this game as well. But it's going to be a difficult game. Like I think someone in the comments said the next 2 games are probably going to be our hardest games.
I think that was MK, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Unai Emery's gotten them up for it. They've battled every match that they've played, even the ones that they've lost. They've been in them. They're not getting taken by anybody. Even with the score lines on some of them, that still they were in the fight the whole time. And again, I think that all started with their match against us.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, the mad thing about that is when we played them. Obviously, my brother's a Villa supporter. I said to him, it's a blip. And even he wasn't overly confident of the run that Villa would have gone on. So I mean, Unai Emery, I said he's a winner. He is a winner. And he's proven that he's got Ollie Watkins. He made the decision with Ollie Watkins early that he was going to be the main striker. Shipped out Danny Ings. He got injured shortly after going, so maybe that was a blessing in disguise. But yeah, Ollie Watkins is playing crazy. So what are we thinking about the score? What are we? I had a score prediction earlier on. What are we feeling, guys in the chat?
I can see a 2-2 again.
What's their away record like? 2-2. Oh, Jeff.
I'm just telling you what I feel.
No, he's probably right, Mr. B. Yeah, I'm finding it hard to try and think of a win result.
But we're at home.
I know, but bloody hell!
I mean, like what Matty said, what distraction is the protest going to cause?
What distractions do to the United players?
Yeah,
I just hope that they see it and they see the ferocity of the fans really gearing up. Like it's not just going to be when the players come in on the coaches, they're going to see something going on. There's going to be a bit of atmosphere, and that sometimes does have a little bit of leeway into making a team perform better. I just hope that makes a difference because at the moment, there doesn't seem to be much else that's really making us put in the performances that we need. So let's bloody hope that the fans outside can do something. I don't know.
We need 2 good halves. I think we need 2 good halves.
It's been a long time since we had 2 good halves.
We need the fans to get on the backs of the players as well. I feel like, I mean, like in the game, like, come on, like really give them support. Say, come on, sort it out. Like, how people like raise the bar when they get a corner or whatever. So maybe that's with the players as well. I just don't feel like they're really up for it.
Right. Just I just want to just Rushmano had to put something in the chat there. So the away record is 1-6, drawn 4, and lost 6. But I know that the last six or 7 have been under Unai Emery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I just feel that we're at home, man. I just feel that we're at home. I've gone 2-1, to be fair.
I'll tell you this: if we finish our chances, the chances we're creating, I think we have a good chance to win the match. But if we're clanging them off the crossbar and missing just wide over and over again, I think we're going to struggle.
I think we're going to lose.
Do you, Matt?
I think we're going to lose like 3-1 or 3-2. Yeah.
Well, so Emma K's okay. So Emma K's gone 4-1, 3-1. They'll definitely score, but we'll win. And you've gone completely opposite.
I love that. I love that. I love Emma's positivity, man. Every time.
The end of our season, man. I big up to Emma. She's got great positive. I mean, my heart would say that, but my mind says this is going to be a tricky one, and I think this is going to be a bad end of the season for us.
Andrew Williams.
Wow. Andrew Williams is predicting a 1-1. Wow. Difficult. So everybody's gone close, bar Emma, who we know this the queen of positivity. Protesters refusing to enter the stadium for the first 18 minutes. Bring it on. It's gonna be okay.
That makes a difference to the game, doesn't it? Because the players are like, "What? Why?" And then the fans all come in at 18 minutes. Come on, and like it might be different. Aston Villa might not. I don't know. Mental things like this if it's different from the usual Sunday game, I don't know.
I mean, okay, well, look, do you feel that it's going to be, the stadium holds, 72? There's no way it's going to be 72,000 people. What they've got, away fans, they'll take 3, and
Mr.
they'll have their little section.
Can we focus in on those fans that didn't bother to stay outside, please? I want to see those fans that just fancy going in from the start to the finish with their new shirts that they're holding up. Yay!
This is the point. This is the point, Matt.
Focus.
You know what I mean? There will still it's not. Is it going to be half of the stadium? Is it going to be just one side of the stadium? Do you see what I mean?
It'll probably be the whole lot. Unfortunately, they'll all be in there. No one will be standing outside. The only ones will be standing outside are the ones that didn't buy tickets. Honestly. Mate, honestly,
that's always been my question too. Why can't we get one empty stadium to show that they're serious?
That would make a big statement, wouldn't it, mate?
It would. I've said that for a long time, for probably the last 8 years, but I just don't see it ever happening. People pay their money; they want to go.
There you go. See, and Emma's got one here. And how did we do in COVID with no fans?
Oh, we were rocking.
Oh, there you go.
Second, third.
What? See? See. So it might not have any effect.
I'm not saying that the no fans won't have an effect, but at the 18th minute, the fans then coming in.
Yeah, it might be a boost.
It might.
I think it'll be a boost.
A weird experience. I don't know. I've never experienced that in my life. If all the fans don't bother to go in, that is, because that would be strange as hell. It'd be like an auditorium being filled in a matter of seconds. Could you imagine that?
Rushmano, thank you for this. Just been confirmed that Radcliffe has submitted his bid too.
That one scares me. 50% with Joel averaging him 20. That's the devil. Yeah. Yeah.
It makes no sense. That makes no sense to me.
I won't take my first bid, so why don't I just keep the Glazers in and I can get some of it for myself?
Well, and then they're saying he has to borrow money to even get to 50%.
He's like, okay, I'll put the debt on Ineos. Don't worry about it. Well, it's still our debt, isn't it? Because you own the club. If Ineos goes into debt and then goes bankrupt, then where's the money coming from?
Oh, then we'd be in a real bad spot.
Who knows the future of Ineos? I don't.
God, just get it done. Just get it
in. If you want,
hey, y'all want to have a bad night? Think about this. They said today, Ed Woodward, if they take the Qatar bid, Ed Woodward gets $14.3 million as part of the buyout.
That's why he's quiet. That's why he's quiet, isn't he?
All right, now let's do something positive.
Yeah, let's do something positive, man. Newcastle, Southampton. Obviously, Newcastle have been causing their chaos. They got Isak. I saw the assist that he had in the last game that they played. Have we missed the boat with Isak?
Yeah.
Not sure.
For the price, good squad depth. Real Sociedad as well. He came from. We saw him in the Euros for Sweden. He played excellent, and Newcastle picked him up for nothing, pretty much.
70 million.
70 million was it?
Yeah.
Is that what they played for Isak?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
That's overpriced for me. Sorry, take that back. Sorry, yeah, I wouldn't pay 70 million for him. Jeez, I didn't realise it was that, sir.
He was their high signing.
70 mil. Take that back. No, he's not that good, is he? I mean, is he better?
He's having a good season, but how will he be longevity wise? That's my concern.
That's a really
yeah, but then you expect him to drop off. Normally they improve, and I just feel that.
I think they're going to build the squad around him, and that's the scary part.
Yeah.
I think Bruno Guimaraes is their best player, like by far. I think he's talented. He can use both feet. He's great passing.
Yeah, we need to steal him away. He speaks Portuguese.
He's never going to go though. He's like their Alan Shearer at this moment in time. Yeah. He's literally their Albert. He's that guy.
Him, yeah.
Let's have a look. I'll post these up. My eyes are so bad now, man. I'm gonna post these up. You lot will have to read them as we're going. Guys, score predictions for the Newcastle game. While we're here, let me get that off.
If they get off scoring early, they could be ugly.
I mean, Southampton bottom. I don't think Southampton are going to offer them anything. So what are we looking at? Are we looking at a 4, a 5, a 6?
I mean, look, they put 6 up the other day. So
I'm going to go for a draw.
Why not?
I don't know with this league, man. This Premier League is shite.
I understand.
Looks to me like you lot are going, what are we thinking? 5, 6? I'm like, you know what? With the Premier League, this will be like something like Southampton 2, Newcastle 2, or 3-2 to Southampton.
That would be beautiful. I mean, Southampton has put some good score lines out there this year, but it's been rare. And lately they've not looking good.
No, they did all right with Arsenal, didn't they? Southampton, but they kind of.
I think they're going to get smashed. I'll sit here and I'm at least 4, because the fact that he's rotating and both of he doesn't play Isak. Isak starts on the bench. Wilson scores. Wilson starts, and vice versa. So right now they're sharing the load. The players are getting their rest, and I think it's going to be an absolute demolition job on them tomorrow. The fans will be up for it. They're nailing. They're closing in on. They. I think we've qualified for Champions League. I do, but I don't want to tempt fate. But I think Newcastle, the way that they've hit form and the way that they've just pushed on after the cup final defeat, I can't see anything other than at least 4 for Newcastle. I'm going to go 4-0.
It's a good bet to put on.
Andrew Williams has gone 2-0. What are we thinking, guys?
I think 2-0 is good. I think if they can keep them from scoring for a while, they'll keep the score down. But if they score early, it could just open the floodgates.
3-1.
Oh, 3-1. You got 3-1.
3-1, 3-2. Southampton. Yeah. I'm going for it. I'm being an oddball on this one because I just see something weird happening. I always do.
As long as the weirdness doesn't happen in our game, that's all. As long as the weird stuff doesn't happen in our game, man.
We lose as well. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! Wow. Emma, see? Emma's gone 6.
There you go.
Well done, Emma. Put a bet on. You'll be a millionaire. You'll never come back on this show
Yeah,
again.
this is true. We would never hear from her again if she won 6-0.
You know, we would. She'd come on the show because she'd get her internet fixed. So she'd be fine. So we would see her more. Put the bet on, Emma. Put the bet on. Right. We do we go? You know, I want to say that to, you know what? Fulham, Man City.
No Arnautovic, no Willian.
They've dropped off a cliff without Arnautovic, didn't they?
Yeah, he's kind of their catalyst. So
You mean Mitrovic or Arnautovic?
Sorry, Mitrovic.
Mitrovic,
Oh,
not
God.
Arnautovic. That's wrong guy. Wrong guy. I kind of like Mitrovic. I don't like Arnautovic. Wrong guy.
You know what?
I was like, hang on a minute. Where did he appear from in Fulham?
Yeah, no.
All right.
He's not allowed back in England.
You know, Andrew Williams. Yeah, we stand corrected, man. Allow us, man. It's late. Well, you know what? I'm not Jeff. What's your excuse for calling him Arnautovic?
I was following your
both
lead.
did.
I apologize.
I had to hear it twice. I was like,
No.
again?
I knew who you meant. I mean,
Rushmano, Sheikh believes it's now time for the Glazers to make a decision over the future of the club. Oh, it's going to be late.
I don't want to leave them to make the decision.
I thought about that 4 years ago. Where's he been?
I was hoping the rest of the Glazers would tie them two up to the basement and they can sell the club.
Matthew Bassett's got 3-0 Man City. I think it might be a little bit more than that.
Out, Matt.
To be fair.
Again, pretty good.
Mr.
defense.
Herbert, thanks
Hey,
for
what's going
joining
on?
the madness. What's happening, man?
That's okay, mate. I tell you what, Mr. B, I just finished my show, and it was just interesting facts towards the end. I just let them carry on chatting for a minute. It was a Man United and an Arsenal fan on my show, so they were having a bit of a chat. It was all nice in general, but it was a good show, so I enjoyed it. And Matt was on there as well.
Yeah, I know he jumped off early to steal a place on here, but that's all right. Look, welcome to the madness, Anthony. I'm sure you know Jeff. If you don't, this is Jeff.
Hi,
I know
Jeff.
you know Anthony. Thank
I'm
you
usually
very
in
much.
the comments taking shots, you know.
Yeah.
Right, Anthony, you've joined us just as we were talking about Fulham, Man City. Obviously, Arnautovic doesn't play for Fulham anymore.
Mitrovic.
Yeah, so we met Mitrovic. Give us a score prediction, man. What you thinking out here?
You've got to put it down as a Man City win on this one. You know,
Big one.
they've got too much quality in that team. If I had to predict a score, I would most probably say 3-0 Man City. Haaland with 2 goals.
Only 2. Yeah, you're going to say Matthew Bassett.
De Bruyne.
Okay, so I want proper scores now. Come on, no made up ones, Matt. I want a score. I want something that you think it's going to be, not what you hope it's going to be.
Hey, Mr. B, if them other results come in for me, I want an apology next week. All right. Southampton are going to do it for us. All right, MK. Okay. All right. No, Man City definitely a win. I think 3-0 away. I go with that. I think De Bruyne getting 2 and Haaland coming on. I don't necessarily think he might start because of Champions League. I don't know.
I was going to ask that because there's not too much of a drop off. Well, I say there is a drop off, but what's his name?
Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Yeah.
Really
His numbers are good for the minutes he's playing. So, I mean, look, if he's not injured, he's probably going to play Haaland because Haaland wants to hit that 50 goal as soon as possible.
Do you know if Alvarez is going to the? I know he's been in the Argentinian squad for the World Cup, but I don't know about the Under-20 World Cup, whether he might be included in that and whether he's going to be leaving the Man City camp. I don't know whether that makes a difference to their title run, if he is going or not, because he is available for him. So
yeah, being still in Champions League, I don't think Pep would let him leave.
No, I don't think so.
They want that Champions League.
Yeah.
They've got so much depth, haven't they, that they could probably afford it, but at the same time, yeah, keep with your depth, isn't it?
I
So, yeah,
mean,
3-0.
you're one Holland injury away from him starting every match. So
Yeah.
3-0. Jeff, did we get a score from you?
no, I'm thinking 3-0, 4-0 myself. Again, Fulham plays pretty disciplined. So the longer they hold them off on that first goal, the better it'll be for them. But if it opens up in the back like they have some other games this season, they could really run it up.
Right. So there's no surprises on that one. Look at that. You've come in here just in time. You know what? I'm actually going to save that one. Liverpool Spurs. What we thinking? What we hoping? Obviously, they had a good comeback against us. Liverpool. Nobody knows what Liverpool are going to turn up. He's moved Trent after all the abuse that Trent was getting at right back. He's now moved him inside into midfield where Trent seems to be. To be fair, I think he's picked up a little bit of form. I think he's played. You know, you can't sit here hurting and you know, yeah, anti-Liverpool, but on cold light of day, I think he's played pretty well in there. What you feeling, Jeff?
Yeah, again, I think they're both going to score 2 own goals, and then Liverpool's going to score a late one, 3-2.
What you thinking, Anthony?
Well, let's be honest. Spurs are shit. I've got to say that. I'm coming from an Arsenal fan. I know they are absolute crap. I know they drew 2-2 with yourselves last night, but let's be honest. Their game against Newcastle always sticks out, and going 5-0 down in the first 20 minutes, you know, is unbelievable. You know, I enjoy Newcastle. They're a joy to watch this season, but I'm going to go for a Liverpool win on this one, Mr. B. And you know what? I'm going to go 4-1 Liverpool. Seriously, I'm going to go 4-1 Liverpool.
Depends which Liverpool defense shows up.
Oh, well, that is true, yeah. But I think any defense. I think West Ham or Nottingham Forest defense can match Tottenham's attack at the minute. Let's be honest, because Son, I know he scored, but he's not getting lots of goals. Harry Kane's been poor, you know. Yeah, I know he scored against Newcastle, but you know his stats on there are not exactly the greatest. He is a bit on obviously before he scored that goal, he was on a goal drought. Harry Kane, well, actually both of them, Kane and Son, to be honest with you, and their defense is poor as well at the back. Tottenham's, you know, very poor, and Maguire at the back. I mean, well, his name says it all, doesn't it, really? So, you know, that's it. But any Tottenham fans in the chat, I'm sorry, but you're going to lose this one, and you're shit.
4-1. That was a smashing.
Yeah.
You know, I've already forgotten who's out of you two who's given a score prediction already. So I'm going to ask you again, Jeff. And pardon me if I've asked you already. Just forgive me. Oh, Matt, there you go. Oh. Luis Diaz, he's back already. He's back. He is back already, Mr. Diaz. He played in the last game, didn't he?
I think Liverpool's played too well the last 2 games. I think it's going to be 3-2 Liverpool over Spurs.
Oh, yeah, I remember. You sorry, yeah, I do remember that now. Sorry, man. I remember that. Okay. Anthony, you've come on just in time. Your boys versus Chelsea.
Well, there's no contest, Mr. B. Let's be honest. I mean, Chelsea are absolutely poor. They're dire this season. I got to be honest with you, Frank Lampard, he can't manage a team. The only thing that he can most probably manage is most probably a piss in a bucket. But what I'm trying to say is they're absolutely terrible. He cannot motivate that team at all. Absolutely don't. I think their last game they lost was it Brentford that beat them in their last game, I believe.
Yeah.
2-0.
And 2-0, and you just can't organise that team at all. So on this one, my team, I'm going to go. I think Chelsea are giving them a game, because it's two London teams. But I felt Arsenal's got that little bit more to go. I'm going to say something different to what I said in my stream. That my stream, I predicted Arsenal to win 2-1.
Why can you predict differently? Just predict what you predicted earlier, because that
All
is
right, then I'll go 2-1.
predict
I'll go
differently.
2-1.
Yeah,
I'll go 2-1 Arsenal.
give us your good.
It's because Matt's had a beer and he scares me when he's had a beer.
You're going to say on another stream that Chelsea are going to win, aren't you? Is that what you're going to say? What was your other prediction, Miss? Go on, I want to hear it, Anthony. Go on,
I was going to say 3-1. I was going to give an extra goal to my team, but you know, I'll be happy with 2. I'll just be happy with 2-1. It's a win.
Less biased on an Arsenal show than you are now on another show.
I know. I just got out big, but
On there you put 3-1. On there you put 2-1. All right.
What you thinking, Jeff?
Well, if Arsenal's run of form goes, it's going to be 1-1 draw.
I love it. And I actually think that you're not going to lose. I think Arsenal have been wounded from the Man City one. The thing is, the way that it kind of went or was going, once the form dropped off, everybody expected Man City to win. And now they've won. I think the realization that Arsenal aren't as good as maybe they thought they were, some of their fans thought they were. I think you lot are going to suffer a backlash from Chelsea. They know that Poch is coming in and those players are going to be out to impress. So I think it's going to be 2-1 win to Chelsea.
trouble is, though, is that game with Man City, it was the teacher against the pupil, which it was. But when watching that game, Mr. B, Arsenal did not have a shot on goal until the first 30 minutes of that game against Man City.
It's going to be just like Newcastle against Chelsea.
Nah, is it? Nah, is it? Nah. We're going to be dominating this game. I'll tell you what, we'll win. But Chelsea will give us a good game. There's no doubt about it. They will give us a game. But we will win, and we'll be happy to claim the 3 points.
How big a loss do you think Saliba is still at the back, though? I mean, Rob Holding is not the answer.
No, he's not. No, he's absolutely dire, Rob Holding. I know he's got the goal against Man City. He scored the goal, but it's like what I said. If we play Kieran Tierney at left back, we'd be okay. If we play Shevchenko, I still think we'd be fine. But the way Shevchenko plays, he likes to go up towards that midfield. And I was saying it on my stream. As soon as he goes up to midfield, our centre backs then drifts over to the left side to cover him at left back, and Thomas Partey comes back in centre back. So those 3 positions are always being effective. And Shevchenko's good at going forward, but he struggles to get back, if you've noticed on games.
Well, that's how he played at City.
But then again, look at the class of what they've got at City. Arsenal hasn't got that, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, Shevchenko, when he was at City, that he was always going forward. He was never defending.
He was, yeah, but he always had class around him. He had top quality players that could fulfill all these positions. Arsenal hasn't got that at the minute.
No, not at the minute.
When are you going to have that? Is it going to be?
Well, it's 2023, so I'm hoping to have that by fucking 2027 at least. So,
oh, Anthony, man. I had to save that one for the last. I had to save the Arsenal game for last. Look, guys, time's up already, man. Jeff, I'm going to see you in another couple of weeks, man.
Absolutely, sir. Anytime.
That's what I like to hear, man. Guys in the chat, as always, appreciate it. I'm glad that you're here. I say it all the time. You don't have to be here. I know there was some crazy Friday night score predictions going on, but thanks for getting them in. Anthony, thank you.
Oh, appreciate it, man. I just want to say sorry for coming on so late. It's just like the stream went over as what it did, and I do apologize.
As I said, I'm just glad that you came on, man. You could have just bounced and not done nothing. So as I said, always
time means everything. You saved Arsenal for last, right?
Yeah, there you go. I saw the Matt, my donut munching brethren.
Well, you got the
My-
first part right.
My God, my
Before we had
God.
donut, that's fine.
Listen, man, you know, listen, man. I met him with a
I
handful
love
of
some
jam
English.
donuts from Wenzel's, man. He's
Oh,
my
man.
guy. Rushmano, big up. Thanks for the updates as well. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Rushmano, thank you very much for the updates, man. I'm gonna jump off and see what I can pick up on here and see what's going on. Guys, thank you again, man. Appreciated. Guys, this was the agenda, as you know, but you might be new to it. If you are new, hit the like button. If you're not, if you are new,
Hit the like button anyway.
Yeah. And if you are new, hit the anyway. It's Friday.
Subscribe,
You know.
become a member.
And subscribe. Always subscribe.
Yes, that's the one. Subscribe. Guys, look, we're rambling. We're out. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.
The weekend.